Last but not least, I would like to thank every single filmmaker that has contributed to this festival and contributed to the festival's success. There would not be a film festival without films. There would not be films without filmmakers. So thank you guys very much, and I hope to see you guys continue to work. The final award will be presented by the superiorly handsome Mr. Brian Keating.
Thank you, Lenny. Can you hear me okay out there? I'm a little concerned because down here in the front row it sounds like crap the whole night. But it's okay out there? Okay, that's good. You know, Lenny is very modest in his own way, which is like not the most immodest way to be modest, but he's very modest. And it's amazing how much time he's put in on putting this festival together. 3 years now, starting in January and then in Lima last year and again this year. Every year it has grown a little bit. It's incremental, I think, but we saw something here this week that was a little bit more than incremental. Maybe it was super incremental. And so I think we have to honor him for the time and devotion he's put in. As the president of his board of trustees, we're trying to convince him to do it again next year. He's somewhat reluctant. He may not want me to tell you that, but I don't really give a damn how he likes it or not. But I think this is frankly an event that belongs in the cultural landscape of our area. We have, so many opportunities, but we only seldom have an opportunity that seems to have a place. And I think this has a place, and I'm hoping it will continue. And my pledge to you, Lenny, is that you decide to come back next year, I will come back with you. I actually hold a checkbook, so that maybe it has some influence. Okay, so the nominees for the Grand Prix are Artifacts of Idealism, directed by Sean Perry. Darby, The Lynching of Emmett Till, directed by Rob Manzella. Good Night Sugar Babe, The Killing of Your Rich O'Regan, directed by David Miles. Well, I must say I took some fashion notes from him. Thank you very much, David. Mother's Milk, directed by Edward Freeman. And The Morning Has Broken, directed by Brett Butler and Jason Butler. And the winner of the Grand Prix is Darby, The Lynching of Emmett Till.
I've got a few words, of course, for the signing. First, I wanted to introduce the man who I would not have been able to do this without whatsoever. Art Braga is the cinematographer and co-producer of the production. He's been with me over the past 3+ years, and we've put this together. Art.
So this is a 3-year in the making. It's incredible, a long journey. But each time we get validation from the audience because it's, in a way, it's an experiment from the 36 roles played by just one actor. So casting was easy. But we wanted the audience to be able to understand and follow how we are doing this switcheroo of actors and their roles. But last year we were movie called the short film, 12-minute long short film, which is also part of the Darby, was screened here, and with all the encouragement we've been getting all over the world, and especially not just the Ohio Film Festival, we were able to go take it to the next level of making a feature film 70 minutes long. So this is a phenomenal journey, and it's a great encouragement for us to continue to do what we're doing.
So, some of you probably still are not familiar with the Emmett Till story. I certainly was not when the project came to me initially. It's a very powerful, harrowing story in our history. And it's said by many that Emmett Till's death was the spark that ignited the civil rights movement. That sounds pretty profound and gigantic, and something we all should know about, but nearly all the people I know in my life do not. And so part of this group is to help share that story, to reignite that spark, not to dwell on the death of a poor 14-year-old boy from Chicago who was murdered for whistling at someone who's not his skin color, but because this is a conversation that needs to happen pretty much for all time as people, different communities, different cultures, different countries, experience the same problems on an ongoing basis. This is happening all around the world, and we want to do our part to help keep the conversation going, to help prevent this in the future, and to promote understanding. And I hope that you all will take a minute when you get out of here and like us on Facebook, darkiemovie.com, that's DARHE movie.